The
The
concept
concept
is
is
filter
filter
commands.
commands.
Filter commands. So in the filter commands, we are
We are
going to
going to
discuss
discuss
the
the
very
very
important
important
options and
options in the
commands.
commands.
I
I
think
think
you know
you
that
know
some
that some
commands,
commands,
but even more commands, including with more options, I will tell you. As a scripting level, some important options are there. So everything I will explain today, right? So
so
I will
I will
start with
start with
first
first
WC
WC
command.
command.
What is the
What is the
WC?
WC?
It is a word count command. It
It
counts
counts
number of
number of
lines,
lines,
words,
words,
and
and
characters
characters
in a
in a
file.
file.
In a
In a
file.
file.
So
So
generally,
generally,
word
word
count
count
responsibility,
responsibility
it's
is
counting
counting
number of
number of
lines,
lines,
words,
words,
and characters in a file.
file.
For
For
example,
example,
I have
I have
file
file
already
already
with name
with name
Java.
Java.
In the
In the
Java file,
Java file,
multiple
multiple
lines
lines
and
and
multiple
multiple
words are
words
there.
are there.
But I
But
need
I
to
need to
count
count
how many
how
lines
many
in the
lines in the
Java file
Java file
and how
and
many
how many
words
words
and how
and
many
how many
characters.
characters.
If I
If I
run,
run,
the first
the
one
first
is
one is
38 is
38
the
is
number
the
of
number of
lines,
lines,
89 is
89
number
is
of
number of
words,
words,
2115 number of characters.
2115
And you
and
want
you
to
want
get
to get
only
only
number of
number of
lines in the
lines in the
file,
file.
-l is the
-l is the
option.
option.
To get
To get
number of
number of
words
words
only,
only,
W.
W.
Number of
Number of
characters
characters
only,
only,
it is a C.
C.
But
But
any
any
two
two
options you
options you
can
can
combine
combine
lines and
lines and
characters
characters
and
and the
lines and
lines and
words
words
and
and the
words and
words and
characters.
characters.
So
So
this is the
this is the
way
way
you
you
can
can
verify the
verify
word
the word
lines,
lines,
words,
words,
character
character
counting
counting
in a
in a
file of
file of
WC
WC
command.
command.
Next,
Next,
the
the
second
second
command
command
is
is
file.
file.
So the
So the
file
file
displays,
displays,
I mean,
I mean,
it
it
determine
determine
it determine given
given
file
file
type,
type,
given
given
resource type
resource
or
type
file
or
type.
file type.
So
So
we have
we have
multiple
multiple
files
files
in the
in
current
the current
location,
location,
like some
like
are the
some are the
green,
green,
some are the
some
red,
are the
some are
red,
the
some are
black,
the
some are
black,
the
some are the
blue
blue
colors.
colors.
Okay,
Okay,
I
I
want to
want to
know
know
whether the
whether the
file is
file
an
is an
empty or
empty
not,
or not.
it is a
It
file
is
or
a file or
directory,
directory,
or it is
or
a
it is a
link
link
file or
file or
normal
normal
regular file,
file,
or it is
or
a
it is an
archive file or
archive
the
file
what
or the
normal
what
file.
normal file.
So how
So
to
how
check
to check
the file
the file
status in the
status in the
environment?
environment?
Even
Even
this
this
command is
command is
helps
helps
you in
you
the
in the
real
real
time
time,
whether the
whether
file
the
is an
file is an
empty or
empty
not.
or not.
So we
So we
cannot
cannot
identify
identify
directly
directly
the
the
given
given
file is
file is
empty or
empty
not.
or not.
So with
So
help
with
of
help of
file
file
command,
command,
for
for
example,
example,
my
my
file name
file
is
name is
AWS.
AWS.
So
So
AWS
AWS
is an
is an
empty file.
empty file.
See that
See
the
that the
output is an
output is
empty.
an empty.
If I
If I
go
go
my
my
file,
file,
file. So profile is
profile
not
is
there.
not there.
I will go for the what Java file.
Java file.
So what
So
about
what about
the
the
Java file?
Java file?
It is a
It is
ASCII
a
text
ASCII
file.
text file.
That means
That means
non-empty file.
non-empty file.
And
And
file
file
says
says
my file
my
name
file
is
name is
cloud.
cloud.
So
So
cloud is a
cloud is a
directory.
directory.
Great.
Great.
And
And
file
file
says
says
my
my
file name
file
is
name is
backup.tar file.
backup.tar file.
So this is
This
the
is the
archive
archive
file.
file.
So
So
you
you
want to
want to
find
find
status of the
status of
file.
the file.
What is the
What is the
command?
command?
Which is
Which
called
is
what?
called what?
File
File
command.
command.
So in the
So in the
scripting
scripting
languages,
languages,
people
people
morely use
morely
this
use
file
this file
command.
command.
So for
So for
verifying
verifying
status of the
status of
file.
the file.
Then
Then
the
the
next
next
command is
command is
it is a
it is
head
a head
command.
command.
What is the
What is
head?
the head?
It lists
It lists
top n lines of the file. Top n lines of the file. So generally, top displays by default 10 lines in the file. By default, 10 lines in the file. So what about the top command? I mean head command. So head space, the file name Java. In the Java, you know that I think 36 or 38 lines are there. But actually, I don't need all lines in the Java file. I need only top n lines of the file. See this? It will list out top 10 lines of the Java file. But you want to get any number, like for example, by default 10 lines, but you want to get 3 lines only, you will get the 3 lines. You want to get 5 lines only, you will get the what 5 lines. So this is the way how you can list the what space, like number of lines in the file. But why need to print like this? For example, generally, sir, in the Java file, I need to copy the first 3 lines into one new file. I want to create a one new file with only first 3 lines. Generally, people what to do? They will create a file and like this, they will copy and paste it. But you know, in Linux, one redirection is there. Head space, for example, file name Java. So head displays only top 10 lines. If you use greater than or any file name, for example, the file name is file name only. Okay, then what happens? This output will be redirected to into a new file of file name. Maybe this file name is already exist. It will overwrite with new content of these 10 lines. But you don't want to overwrite, then we can use the word double greater than redirection. Then what happens? It will create a new file and these lines will be append to file name. See this? If you go for the word file name, the file was created with the top 10 lines of the Java file. So remember, every command output on the screen, every command output on the screen only. So it's never saved in everywhere in anywhere in the OS. Outputs, what are the commands you will execute? Date command, who am I, and cat space sample, and everything is the word on the screen only. But you want to save this output in any file, in any file. Then after writing the command, we can use the word single greater than or double greater than. My file name is file name. See this? OAMI output ROM. So this output will be added in the file of file name. See that cat space in the file name. See that ROM output is added. But if you use only single greater than, the existing content will be overwrite. Okay. So not only for this command, you want to store any command output in any one file. So this is the way how to redirect your output. Okay. And next, what is mean by the head opposite tail command? Tail list last n lines. So head opposite is the tail, last n lines. So how to list last n lines? As usual, tail space file name. So these are the word last 10 lines by default. You want to get last 3 lines only, last 3 lines only. But tail command is mainly used for log files viewing. So that's why, for example, I have a one log file in the environment. The file name is, it is called what application log file is there. Okay, application log file. Then I want to open tail -f. The file name is application.log. See this? The logs are you can watch continuously. Logs can watch continuously. Okay, that is called what? -F option. So in another terminal, you can troubleshoot the what? Your application. But in one more terminal, you can open the what file like this. So just watch the logs and troubleshoot the application. I mean, you must be open the what file in the what with -F option. F means it is continuously to open, continuously to open. So that is the advantage of tail -F. Okay, you want to cancel this option? Control C is the option. Control C. Next, what is mean by more and less command? Again, these two are the important. Actually, more and less commands are page viewers, page views, page views. So, how to print the word file content in the page wise? Generally, see, if I go cat space my file name Java, so the lines are just listed in the top of the file. I mean, in the bottom of the file. In case the file content 1000, you cannot view at a time 1000 lines on the single screen. So by default, the page ended, the last lines are visible. But again, you want to watch these files from beginning, people like this scroll out. But this is the what GUI, that's why we can scroll out even cursor is working. But in the real environment, especially in the production server, the cursor is not working, even scrolling and scroll ups also not possible. How people to manage? How can you watch the content from beginning to ending? We can use the what? More command. The file name is Java. And now, see the 78% content is displayed from beginning. So this is the first line actually. The file is not ended. See this? People can watch the what content like this. You want to watch next line, press the what enter key, enter key, enter key, enter key, enter key. So like people can watch the what content like this from beginning to ending. But multiple content is there. You can go with pages. So this is the first page. You want to watch the what next page. Then it is a space bar is the option. Just to press the enter key. You will get the what line by line. Press the space bar. You will get the what space bar. I mean space is the option to get next page. Space. Same way, even less command also. Less also will display the content with page wise. You want to get next page, this is the next line and the next page. But file is ended. See, file was ended, but not quit. So how to quit the file? Just press the Q to quit a file. Press the Q to quit a file. So
what is the difference of more and less? Please repeat more.
more supports forward direction, less supports even backward direction also. For forward, F option. For backward, press the B option. Okay. Next, everyone to use the word either more or less also for viewing file content. Next, the next command is which is TR. I think it is a new command for students.
Yes.
It is a translating characters. It is completely translating a character. Just assume I want to create a one new file. The file name as sample, for example. In the sample file, let me write uh, this is my new text DevOps file. This is my new text DevOps file. Just assume to save the file, Control yes. Sorry, Control D. Control D. What happened? Okay. If I go cat space sample, okay. So file is ready. The file name is cat space sample. So actually this is my content in the sample file. But tr command, what is the responsibility? It translates characters. For example, I want to replace A with capital A in a file of sample. See that in the sample file. This is my new text DevOps file. There is no A actually. Okay, this is I will go for yes option. Yes, capital yes. See this? S is the word now small to capital. But sometimes people what to do in the environment, they will replace the what vowels with A, E, I, O, U. All vowels are replaced with capital A, E, I, O, U. See that? All are replaced. But even the developers what to do, our engineers sometimes they need the entire command, I mean the entire content with lowercase to uppercase. You need to change the documentation from lowercase to uppercase. Then see this, the complete content to migrate from lower to upper. So even you want to go for upper to lower, so then it is called what? Reverse order with a small a to z. Right? But you know the beautiful option, the tar command, hyphen yes option. This is the best option in the tar command. What is this? See in your original content in the sample file, this is my new text DevOps file only. But within the file, the content maintained, I mean, in each word between one space, some cases, and some words are maintained two or more spaces. But actually, my content process is not correct like this. I mean, this format is not there. So, how to manage each word with a single space? I mean, the words between only single space. So, this problem is called as squeeze. The problem is called as squeeze. I mean, both spaces are there. This is called what? Squeezing problem. So how to ignore the squeeze? Hyphen yes option. Okay. First, open the quotes and write the what one space between the quotes. And what is the file name? It is a sample file. Now see this. This is my new text DevOps file. So the spaces are adjusted. This is the beauty of hyphen yes option. But your original file still same. See this. But if you run this command, what happened? The output will be like this. But sir, this is my perfect output. I want to save this file into file name of sample1. Now the output is redirected to sample1. I mean this tr command reads the word sample file. That is called what? Less than means it reads the file name. Greater than means what? Again this output is redirected to what? Sample1. But still your sample file is same. But sample1 output is this. This is called what? tr command in the environment. Mainly in the tr command, yes option is very bad. Next, what is mean by echo? Echo is a, just like in the programming languages, it is a printf. What is the responsibility of the printf? It print a line of text. it print a line of text. So same way in the shell scripting or Linux environment, how to print a line of text or statements, we can use the word echo command. For example, this is a raw. Then what is the output of this? This is a raw. But even if you go echo, if I run the word command F data, now the input whatever it may, the echo will display the what the same statement on the output. But actually, please understand here, sir, date is a command. How echo command will treat it is as a string. So remember, guys, if you keep double quotes or single quotes or anything, the echo will print the what same output. But you want to make it as date as a command. You want to treat date as a command, we can use the word backtick option. Now echo will understand a date is a command. So it will print date command output. And what cases we will use? So now today date is okay. I want to print today date is Saturday, June 14 like that. So in the shell scripting in the real time, people will use the word backticks. But the system, I mean, when will you keep it backtick for the string, then OS will treat it is a command. It is not a statement. So even more examples. I want to know how many users, how many users connected, how many users connected. So how many users are connected? How do you know that? If you run who command, then it will display how many users are connected. ROM user and login screen ROM is connected. Or I want to verify what is current username. So the current username is who am I command. Then what is current username ROM? Okay. So otherwise, the statement is the current username is ROM. So remember, this is called what echo command in the real time. But people no idea about this backticks. It is not a single quote, it is a backtick. That means command substitute operator. Backtick is nothing but command substitute operator. Next, how to compare the files. This is also another beauty, especially engineers, programmers, testers, and everyone. So we have here one important program or one important text file or configuration file. Sir, previously I have been modified one text file, I mean one program, that program was successfully executed. But again, I'm executing the what in another system, the same program. But something went wrong in the what script. But how can you compare the previous script and current script? So manually, we cannot identify the what, where is the mistakes. But we have in one hand, one successful script, the same script is the error message on the what, another hand. How can you compare these two? Where is the mistake in the which lines are the what mistakes? So the beautiful options are two. One is CMP command and another one is diff command. These two are the what very good command, especially for comparing your files or scripts or configurations in the real time. These two commands helps you for troubleshoot. Let me see. So the first one is, what is the CMP command? Or what is the first one is
Well,
diff command. First, let me explain diff. So it differentiate two files line by line. It differentiate two files line by line. Let me see. I want to create a one file first. The file name is file1. In the file1, Unix is there, and Linux word is there, and SAS is there. To save the file, Control D. And let me create another file. So again in the file1, Unix is there, but mistake is LANUX. See, like type of mistake. And third line is correct, only second line is the mistake. If I go the third file, it is a file3 with the same content, Unix, Linux, SAS, no mistakes. See guys, I have created three files. First file and third file same. But mistake in the what second file in the second line of second character. So how to differentiate two files? If the file1 and file3. Guys, remember, actually file1 and file3 both are same, no mistakes. That's why output is an empty. There is no mistakes, you will get output is an empty. Any difference is there, see this. And the second line character 2. Here is the what Linux is there, and LANUX, Linux is there. Here is the mistakes, you can resolve it. Okay, in the first file, Linux under file1. And in the second file, file2, LANUX. That's why in the second line, character 2 is the mistake. And the same way, if you go for the what CMP command, even this is also compare two files, but byte by byte. I mean, diff command will compare line by line, but this is called what byte by byte. So the same way, the file1 and file3 both are same. If you go for the what file2, what happens? File1 and file2 differ. Byte number 7 and line number 2 is the mistake. In the line number 2, byte number 7 is the mistake. In the line number 2, byte 7 means, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. Okay, so the 7 character. So the first line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, LI, 6. But after Unix, enter is the what? One more byte. So that's why 7th byte, line number 2 is a mistake. But there is no mistakes in the file, no doubt. Output is an empty. So this is the proper way how people to compare the what existing scripts and new scripts. Because in your hand in the real time, the scripts and programs or configurations not running with 2 lines or 3 lines. But when the file running like 10 lines or 5 lines, people easily to manage those files. But every day you will manage very large files only, because logs are with megabytes files, storage logs, database logs, application logs, even database configuration files, maybe Kubernetes configuration, Docker configuration, Java configuration, Tomcat configuration. We will manage multiple files in the environment. At the time, how can you compare it? How can you troubleshoot it? So these filter 100% to helps you. And the next command is, which is sort command. So what is mean by sort command?
arrange.
It's sorting file content. So with ascending order, with a descending order like that. Best example, cat greater than, let me create one more time the sample file. The file contains Unix is the word, Linux is the word, and again Linux is the word, SAS is the word, again Linux is the word, again Linux is the word, and Java is the line, and again Linux is there, again Linux, and I will go for again with Linux, and PHP line is there. So these are all of the what lines in the file of SAM. To save the file, Control T. Great. So how to sorting this file content? We can use sort space. The file name is sample. If I run, see this, the lines are by default ascending order. By default, sort will arrange the what lines with ascending order. But the same content you want to arrange with a descending order, or is the opposite. It is a reverse order. So this is called what? Reverse order. Now, the another beauty in the sample sort command, -uvex. This is the best command. So what is the U offset? Sir, in the sample file, multiple lines are repeated. I want to eliminate what are the repeated lines. Then we can use the what? U offset. U for unique lines. It eliminates what are repeated, what are duplicate. See this? Java, Linux. This is not duplicate. Linux, PHP, SAS, Unix. So 3 or 4 lines, duplicate lines are eliminated. That's why it is a good option in the sort command. So sometimes your configuration will repeat multiple duplicated lines. How people to manage duplicated lines? This is the way. And the next, this is the what actually file of sample, right? The another command is unique command. See, sample is different, unique is different. Unique displays, it will manage adjacent line of the files. Adjacent lines. I mean, for example, Unix space sample file. So generally, sort command responsibility, it will find the what duplicated lines and eliminated those lines. But unique command means it will manage adjacent lines. Adjacent lines means, okay, this is the what one adjacent line, and this is the what one adjacent duplicated line. Then unique what to do? One line will remove and it will keep the what one more line in the same place, and one more line is there, and it will remove and keep the what same line at the same location. I mean, where multiple lines are repeated in the same position, it will eliminate it and it will keep the what only one line. That's why see Unix, Linux is there, but there is no another Linux here. So it eliminated because 2 lines are repeated. So this is called what? Unique. But the behavior of sort command, the behavior of sort command is it eliminate duplicated lines, but first it will arrange the order. Sort will arrange the what order. That's why it eliminate all your Linux lines. But Unix does not arrange in any order. That's why the where lines are repeated, only those lines are, those lines are eliminated. But in the unique command, if you write IU option again, even unique also offer U options, only non-duplicated lines. But if you run D option, it displays only duplicated lines. Okay, in the sample file, what are the duplicated lines? Linux is a duplicated lines. What are the non-duplicated lines? These are the what non-duplicated lines. So this is called what? Sort command and the unique command. And the next, the very, very best and important command, it is a sed. Everyone keep it in mark. Star mark in your mind. about sed command. So what is the sed command? Sed is a stream editor. It is a stream editor also. What is the use of stream editor? It will find and replace the words. It will searching and replacing words in a file. And sed is a multi-purpose filter command, and people will use multiple use cases of the sed command. Every day, developers, engineers working on the sed command. Even when are we going to interviews, when the people will go for interviews, sed is a repeated question. How to replace the words? What is meant by sed command? Let me tell you some examples. Already I have. I want to replace all Linux words with cloud computing, with the cloud or with DevOps. How to replace it? SED is the command. Open the bracket, close the braces. First, you can write the word S option. S for substitute. Okay, I want to replace Linux with CloudOps. Linux with CloudOps. In which file? The file name is sample. See this. I want to replace Linux word with cloud. If I enter, see that all Linux words are replaced with cloud. But please note it, in the last but one, even multiple Linux words are there in the same line. But the first word has been replaced. So you want to replace all Linux words even within a line multiple words. We can use the word G option. G for globally to change. Globally to change. See this? The same file, again the second word also replace. Without G option, in each line first occurrence should be changed. In each line first occurrence should be changed. If you go with I option, even to ignore the word case sensitive also. See that all Linux words are replaced with cloud. These are the best three options. What are those? S for substitute, G for global occurrence, I for ignore case sensitive. I for ignore case sensitive. And you want to replace at a time multiple words, we can use the word -e option and even E option. Okay, which word you want to replace? This time I will go for the word Unix word with AWS or Unix word with DevOps. And which file? In the same file of sample. See this? This is the one word to replace Linux with cloud. Again, one more word Unix with DevOps. But what is the option when will you write multiple options? E. Enter. See this? Unix replaced with DevOps. Cloud, the Linux replaced with cloud. And even in the sed command, the another advantage is you want to print any specific lines, but head to top would display top lines and bottom lines only. But now I want to print first line of the sample file. Now it will print first line of the sample file. See, actually the sample original file is this. If you print the word first line only, first line. You want to print, sir, first line to third line only. So it is called what? First line to third line. Generally, people are thinking first line
Minecraft, Minecraft,
one
Minecraft,
only, but it is
Minecraft, Minecraft,
like it is called what? First line.
Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft.
Okay, so this is called what? First line, second line, and third line. But don't think 1 comma 3 is nothing but 1 and 3 only. It is 1 2 3. But you want to print 1 2 3, I mean 1 and 3 only. Just write the word 1p. I mean first line, enter. It is a third line. Okay, I want to print first line and third line in the file of sums. See it? First line is unique, third line is line. So this is called what? To print specific lines. Sed is a multi-purpose filter command. You can use everywhere. But majorly, everyone to use the sed command. It is for replacing words or strings. So this is called what? Sed command. It will print the what? Specific rows only. But sometimes database people are there. They want to print specific columns only. And even developers need to print the what? Specific columns. How to print it? So the another command is, it is called what? Cut command. What is that? Cut command. So cut is used to just print the what? Column level names. So how to print it? For example, let me write. I want to create a one U file employee. Sir, employee number and employee name and employee salary. Sorry, employee salary. Just assume employee number 101 and employee name is, it is called what? A, and employee salary is 10K. Okay, let me save this file. Just example one. So what is the cut? It is a field delimiter. So cut only, I think it is a D option. No, it is a F option field. It is a first field of the employee table. Now it is even character one is printed. I need lines only. It is a cut hyphen N field 1. I think it is a F1. No. Okay. Let me take the help option. Man space cut command. Character bytes delimited field only, it's correct. Field only. So cut space hyphen N field 1 of the employee table. I think I have been used multiple spaces. Cut space. It is called what? EMP table, employee table, employee number, space, employee name, space, employee salary. Let me use employee number is 101 and employee name is A and employee salary is 10K. Employee salary 10K. To save the file, Control T. Again, to use the word field separator. What happened? Any idea, anyone? Let me test my documentation. I mean, what is the command for this? Just 1 second, guys. I think it is a field mistake. Where is the cut command? Unique is completed, sort is completed, less completed, more command, head completed, tr completed, diff compare, wc completed, paste is pending. Cut hyphen d, see here is the word hyphen f3. Cut f3 for file example. Command is correct. Display third and fourth page. F3 and 5. I mean, it is a F1 of the employee file, but it's displaying all lines. What is the problem? I think it is a file problem. Employee, let me do see. I think space is required on each field. Employee number, employee name, space is, I think it is a problem. Employee salary. Now I got it. 101, it is a employee salary is 10K. And 102, employee salary name, it is for what? 20K. To save the file, control D. Now you will get it. So cut field 1 employee. Correct. Space issue. I mean, the file must be maintained the what? Tab only. Each field definitely maintain the what? Tab keys. Okay, fields are separated with tab. You want to get field 1 and field 3, you will get the what? Field 1 and field 3. You want to get the what? Field 1 and 2 field 3, you will get it. So this is called what? Cut command in the requirement. Okay, set, cut. These two are very important. Okay, guys. So these are the what? Just like basic commands in the environment. Just basics only. And one more command is there. What is that? Paste. Okay, let me explain paste also. So paste is used to join two or more files horizontally. You want to join the word files horizontally, paste is the command. Let me show you. See, I want to create a file. The file name is states. Okay, TS is the state, Karnataka is the state, and Maharashtra is the state. To save the file, Control D. And now, what about the second file name is capitals. So the capital name, TS is Hyderabad, Karnataka, Bangalore, Maharashtra, it is a Mumbai. To save the file, Control D. So how to join these two files horizontally? So paste is the command. States is the first file. Capitals is the second file. If you enter, see this, horizontally, you have joined the what? These two files. But by default, the fields are separated with spaces. Space is the default delimiter. And you want to join each file, I mean each field with any delimiter. Okay, the fields are separated with hyphen I need. Then the fields are separated with minus. You want to use the fields are separated with at the rate. Then fields are separated with at the rate. So this is the perfect output. I want to save the word. This is the word in the file of India. Then the file has been saved, right? So we can use any delimiter, hyphen, at the rate, column, symbol, or any special character. Special characters are the delimiters. You want to separate with what? Fields with hyphen, minus, plus, at the rate, even ampersand, any dollar or anything you can use it. So this is called what? Basic filter commands. So filters are not completed. So day after tomorrow, I mean Monday, I will take the work. The few more important commands. What is meant by grep command? What is the piping symbol? What about find command? And The next class, I will teach you advanced level commands. Are you noted? Any queries on this? So filters are not completed, still pending are there. Monday I will teach you few more important advanced filters. Are you clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. Happy weekend to all. Thank you.